Ooh, it's ye boy. It's your boy, not too sure about that one, Blizzard, here. And the reason he's not entirely too sure about that one, Blizzard, is, well, oh, that poll is still going. I should probably get rid of that. Let me just get rid of that. Is that there looks like there's no monetization tab, and when I looked before, it said I was still in the partner program, but to be fair, right, YouTube is dumb, so there's always the chance that it just hasn't told me that it's screwed me over. There is always that chance. I mean, YouTube does love to do that, to be fair. And, you know, actually the monetization symbols have gone, and I've reloaded the page quite a few times now. So I don't exactly know what gives. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Monetization, it says account status enabled. But then on the... I mean, there's always a chance that it's just absolutely gone and screwed me over even though I'm still a partner. Which would not be great. Would make an attempt to sue them as best I could. Well, that is actually quite concerning. I mean, hopefully it's just Safari being dumb. There is that. Although I don't know why it'd be Safari, actually. It would be YouTube being visually dumb instead of actually dumb. But I am concerned. I am very concerned. So, you know, whether this will actually work, I don't know. Nobody's dared chat yet. It's fine. That's fine. But yeah, this is actually quite concerning. I'm getting this horrible kind of sick feeling that YouTube might perhaps have made their best attempt to screw me over again. I mean, that wouldn't be too good, would it? Oh, you know, I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm quite concerned. I'm actually really concerned. Like, seriously, it's just gone. I mean, I don't know what to say, like... Oh, thank you for your nice comments, Mr. Histicuffs, thank you. I thought it was supposed to be like fisticuffs, when people start fighting each other, but it's not, is it? Anyway, no, the monetization symbols are gone, which is evocative of someone who's been, you know, removed from being able to monetize stuff. And I'm not to know whether that's just because Safari or YouTube's being done, or if they've actually genuinely screwed me over. Because I mean, there is always a good chance they may have screwed me over, because YouTube loves screwing people over. They make a hobby out of it. They love that stuff. And if they have done that, I mean, I don't know what to say. I really want to grab a massive stick and whack YouTube over the head with it. I mean, you know, earlier today, I checked Gnome's been demonetised. That's to be expected. But when I went on here, everything was fine. But the symbols are gone now, which really, really makes me worried. Really worried. I guess we can do a bit of growing red while we wait, because oh, I need to do a bit of that to get me quests. So I'll switch to me your cat fruit and that. Give that a go. Your estimated revenue. That's actually my only stat that's up, which is fine, because I mean, like, that's the stat I'd want to be up, but you know, all the rest of it's down. Down 3%, down 8%, down 5%. Anyway, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I love how my platinum ticket video is still making, like, up there with the most amounts of money, even though it's, like, really old. I don't know if that's, like, a compliment to that video or just the slight against, like, all my new videos. But anyway, no, that is quite concerning. I mean, to be fair, I won't be able to tell, because there's nothing that I've uploaded recently enough to have it tell if my monetization's still around. That's what this stream is for. But if it has screwed with me, well, I mean, there is always the chance. I mean, the baseball collab is up there with its revenue that it's made. Not much, must admit. Glorious Uber Carry, which is the newest one that isn't a stream, that's up there currently. Also hasn't made much, which is weird because it's quite a long video and YouTube loves watch time, but there you go. Like, the video about hecca, which is shorter than that, has made way more. I think it's just chance what happens with your ads, but yeah, that's well, that I guess there's that. If YouTube has demonetized you, it will pay you like what you're owed and then screw you over. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if I was screwed over, but at least I'd be paid for what I've got so far. So let's just want to check my all-time stats. That's not going to help work anything out, to be fair, but I just want to check them, try and work this stuff out, because I will not be a happy bunny if YouTube screwed me over. Like, now what the main concern isn't actually YouTube. Ponos have contacted us finalists about the Great Cat Tournament. So Lucas has been talking about that, I've been talking about that, and there's a lot of stuff that we'll need to do for that, and I need to worry about people, you know, leaving positive comments and stuff on that video, where it's a dojo video and like no one watches my dojo videos. But yeah, it's going to be an uphill struggle, and I feel like I'm going to get snaked by Filthy Anwar, and so we've got all that stuff to be concerned about, as well as this to be concerned about. Oh, that's all the money I've ever made. I mean, that looks like a fair amount, but like, this is over the course of quite a long time. Oh, wow! Oh, mad! I didn't think that would be up there. So many of my most money videos are Heavenly Tower videos. Right, yeah. Farmer Cat's done alright as well. So, yeah. Well, that's actually interesting to look at these stats, but I mean, if my monetization's getting screwed over, I won't be able to look at this sort of stuff for a while anyway. I am really concerned Really concerned. But there you go. What can you do? What can you do, lads? Except do growing red again. And, I mean, the internet is being really slow. There is always the chance that it's just not loading stuff in properly. And, I mean, that would be great, but it has loaded without the monetization symbols too many times for me to believe that that's true. So I am very, very concerned. And worried. Yeah, that is, of all concerning things, very, very much concern-amundo. Concern-amundo. I don't feel like I can laugh about this, really, because this is really, really bad if what I think has happened actually has happened. And that would not be good. Oh, no, it would not. That would not be good. To be fair, you can never tell with YouTube. You just have to give it so long for it to sort itself out. And I mean, YouTube isn't sorted out, but what can you do? I mean, after I've done this stream, I'll check on the mobile app, see what it says there. Ah, it died anyway. I mean, of all the growing stages, this sort of general slot is probably least well suited to the red one, but we get through it anyway. It's fairly easy if you play it properly and rush it, but I don't rush it because I'm looking through my web pages and that should sort them out. What I'm doing now is just going through some titles and, well, getting correcting it, because some things say new and it's like not new. I mean, things are loading very slowly, which gives me hope that it's just an issue with that. But I don't know. I am very worried. Very, very worried. Very worried indeed. Yeah. Because, I mean, there's a video I want to make tomorrow about, like, this true form of the cat that I haven't got yet. From Sophomore-sama. But, well, I mean, what is the point if I can't even monetize it? I mean, that sounds really selfish, but, you know, there's, like, college stuff, revision I could be doing instead, rather than making a video that will gain nothing financially. I could just stream instead if we're not going to hit any kind of monetization from it. And if YouTube has screwed me over, we will have no option but to go on the Silent Gnome, reach the 4,000 watch hour target, and just wait until we can reapply to the partner program and get back on it again, because YouTube just loves to screw people over. It is amazing. It's just, the whole system is ludicrous. Right, let's do this this stage. Oh, for goodness sake. Let's do this stage quickly and, you know, fix your cat fruit storage. That would be nice. I'm literally getting cat fruit only to sell it, just so I can fill out the quests. What I might try and do is just get to a point where I have loads of seeds, to be fair, and then just grow it. That's what I might do. I had the same amount of every cat fruit and cat fruit seed. That was great. But this has disrupted it and caused many a problem. But it's fine, because we're gonna rush the stage now. We're gonna do very good things. Yes. Because like a video takes a very long time to make. And I know I used to make videos without the monetization on them. And it probably has made me more of a selfish person. I do apologise, but to be fair, like, you know, I can still stream to try and get the watch hour goal back. But if I have been fully demonetised on everything, I would be better off doing like work. That's just the long and short of it, really. Wouldn't be too happy about it, Blizzard, to be honest. Not too happy about that one, YouTube. Not too... Excuse me, ball. Go away. Right, okay. And then we just rush the base. And you win. But yeah. Is it a timer from when you hit the base or from the start of the level? Because I feel like I went really quickly there, but the second ball sometimes doesn't come out. I'm going to test that now. I could go on speaker, but that would take physically ages knowing my computer, so we'll just... Oh, for goodness sake. We'll just play it that way. Right, go away. I want 15 of each, because the cat fruit storage is so bad. So bad. Another thing to complain about. This just is a miserable world. Right. I mean, I'm sure someone could probably tell me in the chat, but I'll try and find this out for myself. We'll spend ages on the start, build up some big stack, and then have a go at the base, see if it's a timer from the start of the level or from when you hit the base, because I think Battle Cats can distinguish between the two. Because it's like frames after base at 99% health or, you know, something like that. So, or do the balls just come out? I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Do 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 Oh wow, this terrible kind of sick feeling now. This is not good. I'm going to spend all the time preparing for this, but I mean, we don't even hit the goal, and now that actually might be a problem. I would genuinely prefer our effort to hit the goal to have been pointless anyway, because I'd keep the monetization than YouTube screwing me over, but it looks like they might have. It honestly looks like they might have, and I am not prepared for that at all. Anyway, let's build up their big stack. I mean, there's strong evidence for at least timer for first bore, but what about second bore? Let's see. Let's try our best to hit everything and kill everything. And it very much looks like from the first boss, it's best to build up the stack. What must have been happening when I was just doing it, sort of not looking at it, was things would hit the base and then I'd be waiting longer. That's probably why. But yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do now, kids, is, oh, that's not right. Well, sort of. I'm going to look at how much energy I have. 68, which is enough to always use up your energy before you get it back, because I banked this morning's energy, in case anyone was wondering. I'm going to do Prince Darkness Torture Room, go to Miss Lot for material farming. Oh, of course my cat fruit storage is full. Well, I'll get rid of one of the epics, sell that for some XP, because I've got more of those, 17 in fact. There you go. Right, I do hate the cat fruit storage though, it's rubbish. Let's go. I mean, you know, if I asked Ponos about that, you know, there's a chance they'd listen. Although, to be fair, I asked them about aspect ratio and they saw the message but didn't reply, so I'm not too sure. But anyway, I have more faith in Ponos listening than YouTube listening. But at the moment, this isn't a massive concern. Biggest concerns are YouTube and then also the Great Cat Tournament. Because if I do well on that, I can earn some monies, which is good. No, I'm not going to say I bet I'll lose. I'm going to be positive. Hopefully I'll do well. Hopefully this whole situation will rectify itself, or will be rectified, and I just, you know, can't see. But the signs, especially in the stream, are pointing to the idea that I have been demonetized and the partner program thing hasn't caught up. Or it just means something completely separate, like I'm... Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because, like, what? I'm enabled, but I'm not enabled. That doesn't work. Anyway, let's get rid of that and start the old playlist again. It's only 4 songs, to be fair. Oh, good old musical ghost. Why did you not make more Cuphead? Good old Cuphead. Well, I hate Cuphead, but Cuphead music's good. Right. I'll unsubscribe. You call me kid. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll call you all kids, whether you're kids or not. I don't actually mean anything by that. Oh wow, that's actually annoying a lot of people. Don't ignore us. Oh, I'm not looking at the chat, so I guess by default I sort of am. But I'm sorry about that. But I've got pages to look at. Anyway, when I say kids, I don't mean kids. But if I say guys, people say, why are you not saying girls? Even though I mean it in a gender neutral way. If I say people, some people will be like, I'm not actually a person. I'm a non-person. That's what I identify as. So I just call you all kids, ironically. So then you all don't like it, rather than a certain group of people not liking it. So yeah, that's the thinking behind that. Not actually calling you kids. Well, I am, but not honestly. None of that makes sense. Anyway. Blacked out the battle cats, because what I'm going to do is on this device, reconnect to the internet, get me energy back from this morning. My caffeine from my coffee is worn up, and now I've just got, like, increased anxiety. I mean, that is what caffeine does to you, but I wouldn't have thought this small amount of caffeine. But there you go. I'm gonna... Oh, thank you. I'm going to look at... the YouTube app. This will tell me everything. Well, theoretically, it will tell me more. Oh, look at all those red down arrows. That's sad. Everything's really bad. Anywho. Videos, 0. Oh, that's notifications. Oh, that is not good. The symbols aren't coming up there either. I think YouTube has screwed me over. I think they have. It very much looks like it. It actually, oh my days. Well, I mean, at least I've, you know, found out as soon as possible. That is disgusting. I just hope that YouTube actually pays me what I'm due. Something's not right. Is it not? Is it a server thing then? Am I still monetized? Who can tell? No one can tell, right? This is dumb. I guess some surefire way to do it, which would actually benefit me if I am monetized, is because I can't tell this. It may be a server issue. That's the thing. Yeah, it's just giving me errors on the app. So, guys. Oh no, I said guys. I'm still gonna call you kids, all right? Because if I say guys, you'll think I'm being like, saying guys as in men, which is not what I mean. I just mean people. So I'm just going to say kids. No, because then you think that's offensive. I mean, I don't know what to call you. Human beings? I mean, some people might object to that. I don't really know what to say. But the person said, oh, okay, explain it. And no, I'm glad you're not actually going to unsubscribe. So, I'm not worried about the notifications, by the way. I've given up with that. And to a certain extent, having 30 people around is fine. I can read more of what people say. So, the only way for me to really find this out is for you guys to watch videos and see if you get ads. Now, I might do a community post, right? Subs? Well, you're not necessarily subscribers. I'm not gonna assume that. And equally, that's why I'm not gonna call you like Team TDM equivalent. Because you're not necessarily subscribed. You might just be here checking out my awful streaming. Videos are temporarily unavailable. Oh, what a thing for YouTube to say. So, yeah. What I need you guys to do, you kids, you spoons, you non-binary human beings, you non-human beings, you entities, whoever you happen to be, please have a look on videos, see if you get ads. I'll make a community post thing, and I guess we're gonna see if I am still monetized in some areas. I mean, I suggest looking at my new videos, because obviously some aren't monetized. I'll notice you if you said something worthy of being noticed. I'm sorry if that comes across as a bit rude, but saying please notice me is, like, not much base for conversation. So, if you see, I was going to say guys instinctively now, but I don't know what to say. If you, the collective you, could go out and try and find out if there are still ads about, I'll make a community post for you to reply on. Maybe we can find out that way. Maybe the servers are all broken. I mean, this is YouTube, and YouTube is bad, so I don't doubt that something has gone wrong as usual. I'm going to get rid of that app. Get rid of that. Oh, Battle Cats Rangers. Love Battle Cats Rangers. Right, okay. I've been upgrading my stuff on Battle Cats Rangers. It's all very exciting. Anyway, let's go back to Battle Cats. One person says I get ads. Well, thank you for your feedback now and being so proactive about it. I'll make a community post when this stream is over. I never get ads because I have an ad blocker. Oh, that's sad. Give me a chance, please. Please, for me. Thank you. Please. Right, okay. Let's put this back on then. Gamatoto hath returneth, which is actually true when I came home, but airplane mode was on to conserve me energy that I banked. So, what have you got for us? So you got a helper? It's fine if you don't, sort of. Oh, the cat's eye cave's gone. That's a bit sad. Right, off you pop then. I've got some exciting news on this. I get ads on most of them. Oh yeah, that's understandable, because like sometimes when you click on a video that is monetized, you won't get an ad at the start. You can turn ad block off. Yeah, it's true. Ad blocks do have like a just turn off function, which I'll do for like YouTube videos, because I have an ad block, but that's for like, those websites you go on where it like puts so many ads on the screen that like when you try and click on something, you click on some filthy ad that kills your computer. Ad block for those sort of things. But YouTube, you have to respect the YouTube economy and how it works. I mean, I don't have YouTube Red. Not many people do. Although I do have some YouTube Red revenue, so thanks to the people who have YouTube Red. I'd never get it, though. And, yeah, just respect the YouTube economy in that respect. And if it's someone like Chawsey, I let the ads play through the whole way, because I love Chawsey very much. Anyway, exciting news for you all, right? Slowbeam has been enhanced, right? It is now maxed. Level 20. Isn't that just fandabby-dozy-tastic? So I'll be taking that to floor 30 and hopefully it will slow the heck out of things. So now I'm just waiting for one more helper, well actually 2 more, so I can, I don't know, probably enhance my base or make a start on like Thunderbolt, something like that. But anyway, yeah, I've got all these ones to upgrade now, but I've just been focusing on slow beam so I can do a video on floor 30, but only when I find out and get to the bottom of what on earth has been going on. Glory Super Carry has 3 ads. Yeah, I have a policy with that. If a video's 14 minutes or longer, I'll put 2 mid-rolls in. Pyrocynical, Filthy Boy, although admittedly his videos are better than mine, would put 2 mid-roll ads in a 10-minute-ish video. If it's less than 14 minutes, usually I'll put 1 mid-roll ad in. Now, there'll be 1 at the start, which you need mandatory, and 1 at the end, which, you know, doesn't really interrupt the video. Once the video's over, you can choose to watch the ad or not. It's very nice if you could. Like, go away and make a cup of tea after the video's finished. Especially doesn't matter if you don't have autoplay on, because I don't. So just an ad will play after a video. I'll be like, oh, fine, doesn't really matter. I'll just look at what video I want to go to next while the ad plays. And that's giving them a bit of money and not really inconveniencing me. So that's why there's 1 at the start and 1 at the end. And then I try not to go overboard with mid-rolls like I'm Sinando or something. So far a maximum of 2, unless something's ridiculously long. And 1 if it's less than 14 minutes. So, yeah, I try to be ethical with my ads, and I do have a system in place. And then I put the ads at equal intervals, so if there's 2, it will be at thirds of the video length, 1 at 1/3, 2nd at 2/3, and then the ad at the end. And then if it's 1 mid-roll, halfway through the video. So it actually requires a bit of quick maths. So there's that too. But yeah, ultimately, that's how I did put ads on, when I could be sure that I could actually put ads on. And now I'm confused and scared. Now, I could do a cat ticket chance. I know cat ticket chance is a terrible stage to do, but I do need to fill out a mission. But to be fair, it is only Wednesday. And on that, what I might do, because I missed a Facing Danger even though 12 hours long, I mean, that's quite an achievement. And I need to do 1 more cat fruit. What's it? Right. So, yeah. I'm gonna check the events. See when there's next. A Siege of Hippo or something like that. So the date today is the 21st of February 2018, and Siege of Hippo 22nd at 7 PM. So remember to go to that. 20th was the one I missed, and there's the 23rd, which will be in this week as well. So yeah, I don't need to do cat ticket chance. That's fine then. Let's do Growing Red 1 more time. I probably won't be able to grow the seeds. I'll just sell 1 again. What's your what's your opinion on Akira? Akira. I'm just gonna start the playlist again. I don't use Akira much. I will be using Akira in floor 30. No Shadow Gal. That's for sure. You know, I sort of wonder if this strat would be better to do Red Passions with. Because it's largely for red, for Sunset's Howl. So, yeah, I'll use Akira for that. I tried to use Akira on floor 34, I think. That sort of worked. But largely, no, I don't use it much because I've got Cat Machine and Shadow Gal, which sort of usually overshadow Akira, unless I'm like deliberately not using Shadow Gal. Or we need to stay at a range, which Cat Machine can't do. So, yeah, it can be useful, but, I mean, like, if Kobe had Akira, he could do floor 30 in, like, 3 seconds flat. He's got really good at it without any anti-wave Ubers. I feel sorry for Kobe. But, yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure it can be useful. And for people saying, like, you know, like, oh, you're not noticing me, flipping scrub. I mean, part of that is my fault for not noticing what you're saying, and I apologise for that. But part of it is also because you might not have said anything that I think worthy of reply. Like, it could just be some statement that needs nothing more said to it. Your best bet is to say something which invites conversation, or compliment me. That's a surefire way to make me reply, because like a lot of people, I am vain. And we all have a little bit of narcissism within us. I you know, try my best not to be a narcissist, and to be honest, I hate myself, so I'm not really a narcissist, but I do like compliments. Anywho, don't feel you're obliged to make a compliment, but that is a good way to make me reply to you. And wow, yeah, that boar died really quickly. Well, I'll just do this in future then. That is a lot easier. Wow. Damn. Okay. How good are the collab boobers? I don't know yet. I'm going to try and get them in the guaranteed gacha, which hasn't come up. Yeah, that's on the 24th. I like your accent. Well, thank you. I'm a British depressed lad. So, yeah. Well, there's nothing much more to that. I'll just sort out my cat fruit storage so I can actually go into stages. So I have 9 seeds. I might as well just exchange 2 for XP because I've done my cat fruit mission now. I don't really need to go back to it because now what I have is exactly 7 of each seed and exactly 15 of each cat fruit except for epic, which I have 16 of. Yeah. Okay. Because epic you got to be more careful with because you can't just do a stage to get them. You get them by random chance in stages. I sincerely doubt Ponos is making the game harder for me because I'm too good. I'm definitely not too good. That's why I think I'll fail the Great Cat Tournament. But it's not just based on score, luckily. So there's that. Hopefully my iMovie... oh, that makes me chuckle. My iMovie skills can shine through. Skills, me. Right. Cleared cat fruit ward stages 5 times. Nice. So I'll do the cat ticket stage when facing danger next comes around, or Siege a Hippo if I remember to be on at the right time. XP reward stages, I mean I've got quite a lot of XP. I'm not really going to be spending on much, so I'll probably just do the cheapest weekend stages. Gamma Toto is popping off at the moment. That's what it's saying, Overwatch, isn't it? Mighty Puddle sometimes says to me, mate, you're popping off. I said, no, I'm probably just stealing people's kills. But anyway, yeah. That's that one. I need to do Heavenly Tower Floor 40 as well. But yeah. That's that at the moment. I could probably do, rather than like attempting some Shadow Gao shenanigans yet, is try and get me some materials from the other bases. So yeah. So I'm running low on gold and meteorites. Oh, and especially beast bones. Well, let's do some of the beast bones stage then, which is in Walk of Fame, which is here. And I can use slot 4 for that as well. Multi-purpose slots, love them. I like your videos. Oh yeah, thank you. There you go. Compliments. Good way to get me to reply. You got Tekaluga in 1 try. Good for you. But I mean, that's another thing you guys should probably bear in mind. As much as it's great that you've got Ubers in your roles, largely I won't really care. I mean, that's good for you, but means nothing to me, really. But good for you anyway. Right, okay, so when Abraham gets knocked back again because he doesn't have the attack up combo. Does he get knocked back again? Yeah, he gets knocked out again here. After the waves, we send out our stuff. Make sure we don't hit that one. Send out Tropical Kalisa and all that. She'll move forwards through the corpse. Abraham won't. It will hit that. Then can will kill it. Abraham moves forward, hits the base. And we just have loads of stuff and kill it anyway. Now, yes, it can be soloed by Abraham, but, you know, spamming some other stuff gives you insurance. Do you think PUBG or Fortnite is better? Well, I've never played PUBG, and I've tried to download Fortnite, and it didn't work. I will try again at some point, but I've heard Fortnite is free and PUBG isn't, so purely based on that, Fortnite. But I don't know, after hearing that there have been some Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn, I'm not too sure. Not very approving of that sort of thing. 5 of them, apparently. 5 Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn. Unbelievable, if you ask me. Right, off you pop. I was going to say Gamma Toto, to say Bahamut. Go on, my son. I updated Battle Cat's Rangers, by the way, guys. And good news is, it seems to be glitching a lot less. So maybe you know, at some point when I'm doing like work or something, we can play a bit of the old Battle Cat's Rangers. When it's not, you know, glitching out, it's a fairly fun game. Even though it's just a clicker game, it can get quite addicting to get to the... I find to get to the places where you want a prestige. Like I want to get there fast and then leave it alone, but then I can never leave it alone, and then I'd never get anything done, and I'm a failure in life because of Battle Cat's Rangers. Never decreased in circles. Up to 38 people. Ooh, quite good for a stream that doesn't notify people. Clicker game is the right term, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's also a sort of leave alone game, but you just tap on things to do damage to them, like as many times as you can. I don't really like that element of gameplay. I usually just upgrade my units so they do stuff for me, but yeah, it's you know, it's not as in depth as Battle Cats. It hasn't got the same lore, you know, Battle Cats lore. Oh, it got nothing from that, thanks. But equally, it's. I used to think it's a bad game. It's alright. Battle Cat's Rangers is alright. Why do you think swearing is such a bad thing? As long as you're not swearing at someone, it's fine. No, I was being ironic. Don't worry. I mean, I don't swear on this channel, but I swear a lot in real life. But I just choose not to swear on the channel because there may be young'uns watching, and I don't know, their parents might disapprove of me swearing and that. So I try not to swear on the channel wherever possible. But no, it's purely ironic. I swear a whole lot. I don't see any issue with it because it's just expressing yourself in terms of language. Yes, the words have connotations, but people not liking them is what gives the words negative power. Really, swearing has been proved to be a catharsis and helps you overcome pain and suffering and the miseries of life. So I use it a lot. So yeah, no, that is purely ironic. Don't you worry. Oh, heck! That makes up for it. 4 beast bones, nice. Yeah. So yeah, no, I swear a lot. It's just, you know, I mean, when you're young, I'd say it's probably a bad thing, because, you know, when you're young, you're expected to be a good boy or girl, or whatever in between, and outside and nothing, and whatever happens. But yeah. If you want to hear me swearing, you should try and find me accidentally swearing in Overwatch streams. I can't remember which ones. I'm pretty sure there's one on this channel where I swore and I put it in the title to get more views and it didn't work anyway. But yeah, if you want to hear me accidentally swearing in Overwatch, which I do a lot generally, but try not to do, but end up doing, that's where you'll find it. I won't do it on demand, only for that $50 super chat donation. Oh, I can't have super chat until I'm an adult, boys, and that was BOIS, a gender neutral term, before anyone says anything. Yeah, I've been, you know, that's been pointed out to me. Yeah, BOIS. And the B's an emoji as well, to be fair. Some things you say people will take the wrong way. So sometimes you just have to, like, do your best to explain absolutely everything that you happen to say. Join the non-Christian side. See, I'm not too sure about that one. I mean, I know fundamentally it's a meme, the whole Christian server thing, but like Christian ethics has nothing to do with swearing. It talks about not using the Lord's name in vain, which is a commandment. That's blasphemy, like Jesus and things like that. I don't know why I said it in an Irish accent, but there you go. That's like low-level blasphemy, but you know, that sort of stuff. Like saying biblical names for like no reason other than like, I don't know, just shouting it. That's blasphemy, but swearing is never mentioned in the Bible at all and has nothing to do with Christian ethics at all. You know, had nothing to do with it. I mean, you know, individual Christians may have their views on swearing, but it's not talked about at all in the doctrine. So, yeah. But fundamentally, I don't talk about that more because it's a meme. And the person who wrote the comment wrote it in the wrote it in that sort of mocking SpongeBob capital not capital capital not capital text, which I love. I love the mocking SpongeBob meme. They were great for GCSE memes, I tell you. So I might need to record a little segment of me doing sophomore summer, because I need to actually finish a stage to get the cat thing. Actually, do I though? No, because it's not guaranteed in the last one. So actually I can leave that until I really need an energy refill and just get it with a treasure radar. But I might do that in a video anyway. So, yeah. But what I will do is just watch the ad for energy recovery. The Bible talks about not using foul language a lot. If it does, that is again in terms of blasphemy. It's got nothing to do with swearing. Like a lot of swear words anyway that people use now, and I use now, it didn't even exist back then. Like, you know, that there are some ones which, well, just meant like terribly rude things I can't mention that evolved to be used as swear words. But no, I'm almost 100% sure it has nothing to do with swearing. Pretty sure I'm right on that. Pretty sure. Just say something like potato. Well, I mean, that's the sort of thing I'd do in a stream. But, you know, it does, like, not work as a catharsis. I find myself feeling more and more angry, like, when playing Overwatch and not being able to swear. It's properly scientifically proven as a catharsis and pain relief to swear at something. I mean, if you don't like swearing, obviously it's going to be uncomfortable for you to do. Like, I wouldn't usually blaspheme in the view of the Christian ethic, but I swear a lot because that's a good catharsis. But then if you don't like saying the word, it's not going to be a good catharsis for you. Nothing to do with blasphemy is about controlling your tongue. Well, I mean, fair enough. I don't remember it saying anything about that. And, I mean, again, as someone said earlier, as long as you're not really swearing at someone aggressively, I'm not sure it matters at all. Oh, are we going deep into sort of philosophy and ethics? Because, I mean, I can do that if you guys want. Studying a bit of that philosophy. I mean, I'd love to see an example of a verse which says that. Galifra 23? Let me find the verse. Oh, look at that. Bang on, just thinking the same things. But yeah, well, let's go into let's go into ethics, shall we? I think it should be jolly exciting. Jolly, jolly exciting. I can't imagine that Jesus didn't swear while being crucified because it probably hurts a whole lot. Well, no, probably did, but that's not like significant to the story. And you got to think that in the scheme of things, in the story of the Bible, it's that Jesus is like, I'm gonna save all you people from your sin, you naughty people. So he's probably like, you know what? I'm gonna go through this because I'm gonna do a good thing for all the people. Maybe, but I could imagine it was probably very painful. Not really up for debate. But I'm not sure it really matters to the story. Were swear words a thing back then? Well, I mean, probably to a certain extent. There are some, you know, swear words which have like archaic meanings, like, well, sexual meanings usually, which evolved to be swear words, but I mean, maybe they were just used back then as words within themselves. So, you know, it's debatable as to whether they were swear words necessarily, but those words did exist. But I think maybe their meaning has evolved with them. Well, by meaning I mean connotation the meaning of it being a bad thing has come with it. Frege has a playlist saying Cuphead is badly designed, yet the stream music is a remix of it. Well, I'll address that briefly. Cuphead is a terribly designed game, and I actually hate it very much. But I have no issue with the music. I think the music design is very good, and I like the music, and I like a lot of the remixes of it. So, yeah, I hope that clears it up for you. Gameplay-wise, it's horrendous, but, yeah. Jesus was also God, so he was perfect, so he didn't swear. Well, that would be, yes, if you thought the swearing was necessarily a bad thing, but it's just words. So, anyway, we got the verse, so I'm going to read that out. Let there be no filthiness, nor foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, but instead let there be thanksgiving. Well, yeah. Well, there's two ways you can read that, isn't there? You can say, let there be no filthiness, nor foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, saying that those things are out of place. Or, the way that I prefer to read it, let there be no filthiness, nor foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, i.e., your crude talking should be within context, i.e., don't, like, swear at people, where if you're not being, like, you know, ironic, and they know you're being ironic, like, you know, banter, as they say, between Muddy Puddle David and I. We swear at each other a lot. So it's about the context of the situation. And, you know, Thanksgiving in its I mean, we don't have Thanksgiving. I'm just thinking about your Americans eating stuff, that kind of Thanksgiving. But, like, yeah, everything has its place. It's like that sort of balanced diet stuff. So, I mean, that's how I'd read it, personally. Don't do it when it's out of place, but it's not bad within itself. Like, obviously, I mean, what it's probably saying is, like, if you're in a church listening to a sermon, don't swear at the priest. Jesus wasn't God, he was God's child. Well, the idea is that there's the Holy Trinity, which God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are sort of the same thing. It's a bit hazy and strange, but it's sort of his son and sort of him as well. Even Jesus sinned since he's enraged. Yeah, well, yeah, he knocked a table over, apparently. Which is some people's argument for being violent, but that's probably taken out of context. Joseph Fletcher likes that one. He's a bit of a naughty man. You have a good taste in music. Well, thank you. Glad you think that. How old are you? 16, having started philosophy A-level. What is that? What is this Bible talk under a cat game stream? Well, we evolved from the Christian server swearing meme into this discussion. Did I get a reply? I'm Catholic and have not read that. Yeah, I mean, I never remembered a verse like that, but I mean, definitely sounds like the Bible. So I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. I'm not gonna assume that your verse is wrong. What are we rounding on floor 14? Oh yeah, I remember. Metal stage. Oh, hang on. But think about it this way: how does the author want it to be read? Well, yeah, exactly. That's where you get debate about a lot of stuff, like even down to sort of like whether the Bible actually believed that homosexuality was bad, or if it was just promiscuity, i.e. sleeping around. Because it said basically just like the idea that homosexuality is bad came from the idea that sex should be for reproduction, and if you're gay you necessarily can't do that. But then thinking that way, it's not saying being gay is necessarily bad. That would be saying that being gay is necessarily as bad as a heterosexual couple who never had children. Because, well, at least the Catholic Church, which is more hardline, believe that you should intertwine the procreative with the unitive, they call it. That was a classic RS GCSE line. But yeah. Honestly, we don't need to follow what the Bible says to that degree, because I think anyone should be able to say what they want as long as they're not hurting anyone physically or psychologically. Yeah, and I mean, it's debatable as to whether the Bible was actually saying don't swear. I don't think it was, personally. I think swearing has nothing to do with it at all. But the thing with the Bible is there's a lot of contradictory stuff. Like, we did a bit in the RSGCSE about whether the Bible thinks that women should be in the church, and you know, in some of it, it says like, you know, slave nor free, man nor woman, you know, everyone be respected the same way. But then in another bit of the Bible it says men take charge of your wives and that sort of stuff. So it's very debatable. So I mean, that's why you have philosophy, essentially. Bible says no man or woman should marry any person their own sex. Well, yeah, but that also because necessarily, if you have same-sex marriage, you can't have children. So that's the same issue. People debate as to whether it specifically thinks that being gay is bad or not procreating is bad. The modern and more liberal view is that it just thinks that it's bad not to procreate. And the idea is that in having sex, usually you should have children. Because don't we love to procreate? Because the world's such a brilliant place. St. Thomas Aquinas had these things called the primary precepts, and which is like what you should do, basically. And one of them was reproduction. Even though he was celibate, so he never reproduced, which is infinitely ironic. Which I always find quite funny. I think the verse is wrong in translation. Yeah, there's that as well. Because, yeah. This stuff was translated, what, from probably Latin? And there's always sort of controversies in translation as to what things actually mean. Because they're not always going to have proper word equivalents. This has been fun having this discussion. I like nice sort of big grown-up discussions with people putting views forward. Went from a meme to a discussion. It did indeed. That's good. Discussion is good. Translation can be solved by reading different versions. True, but then you can like associate with one translation and not another one, rather than finding like an average of all of them. That's why there's debate, and that's why there's subjects like philosophy. And to be honest, I'm sort of glad for that, because as a philosopher, if things were all cleared out and philosophy was made redundant, I'd be studying a completely pointless A-level. Some people would argue it is a pointless A-level, but I like it because you're very rarely wrong in philosophy. So yeah, there's that. That's why I didn't take maths, because you can very, very easily be wrong. That, and I hate maths and I'm bad at maths. I think, though, the conversation sort of found its natural end. At least it doesn't look to be much more discussion on it. So, well, that's been involving and quite fun to do. And to be honest, a little bit of philosophy revision as well. So there's that. If you like talking about that sort of stuff, religious studies or philosophy may interest you. So there you go. Indeed. And on that note, I'm going to go off to write my community post and ask people to have a look, see if there's still ads on the channel, because I am terrified that YouTube has screwed me over. I'm actually quite worried. And, oh, it's Gallifrey, is it? What, like from Doctor Who? It just wasn't spelt that way, so I didn't want to assume that's what you meant. And you're thinking, well, okay, that's good. I'm glad you're thinking. But I mean, like, the general conversation sort of found a natural end. And I'll stop here and go to write my community post. And if you guys could help to find if we are still monetized to the best of your helping degree, because, well, my analytics can't tell me, that would be great. But, yeah. I mean, there is a chance that the whole monetization system's just sort of down, but maybe, you know, equally, Occam's razor, the simplest conclusion is most likely to be the correct one. I've been demonetized, which would be terrible, but Occam's razor, you know. So yeah, you know, sled fast, eat grass, do philosophy. Bye.